What is up, beautiful people of the internet? I go by the name of Wesley.
I'm Stephanie.
And this is Wes and
Steph.
And today we are reacting to another BTS video. We have done a video reacting to the story of BTS and kind of the history behind the group as a whole. We did a video reacting to some of BTS's funniest moments. And you guys have told us that they have just the most hilarious variety show that we've been really excited to react to.
But we need to understand who they are a little bit better first. So today we are watching
Who is BTS? The Seven Members of Bangtan introduction. Because I feel like both of us feel like we got a little bit of who the actual members of the group were in the story of BTS. But that wasn't...
We didn't get to know their personalities.
And that wasn't really the main focus. That was more about the history and how the group came together and what their impact has been worldwide. Yeah. So... I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I'm excited for more J-Hope.
So some interesting things that we learned last time from the comments is they are not allowed to date, or it's like kind of taboo for K-pop groups to date over there.
Oh, really?
They still have their military service yet to perform, and everybody's going to be really sad when that happens. And also there's absolutely no consensus on what their best music is.
Really?
From everybody's top 5 songs, they're all over the place.
Well, that's probably good then. If no one can agree what the top 5 best songs are, it means you've either released a lot of phenomenal music or a lot of really bad music. And we know it's not the second one there, right? So let's hit it. And if you haven't yet subscribed, guys, for more reactions, let's do it.
That's 3 rappers, 4 festivals.
Offstage are known for their huge amount of online content showing their fans their fun to tiring lives. That's what we want to react to.
Look at that!
On stage, they're known for their fiery performances, complex choreography, and moving lyrics.
Their dancing is fire.
I think it's so cool. I love their outfits too.
Some of the best dancing I've ever seen. Let's meet them.
Let's meet them.
We're ready.
We're ready.
I'm ready to become an
RM. Kim Namjoon. I just love that
it used to be Rap Monster and they changed it and now it stands for something else, but I forget what the new thing stands for.
RM.
It's just RM.
Used to be Rap Monster.
Yeah, now it's not anymore.
Now it stands for something different.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that I always think Rap Monster is really cool whenever he walks on screen. And I think it's cool that there's just a designated leader position in a group. I feel like that's not something that usually happens in US-based.
Yeah, it is. There's usually a lead.
You think so?
I
think it's just sick they have like everybody else just gets choreographer, a dancer, vocalist, rapper. It's like leader. I just think that's cool.
Award belongs to every people all around the world that shine the love and light on us by the millions and make BTS proud really every day.
RM is a rapper who's active in the Korean underground hip-hop scene until he became the first member of BTS, and they made the whole group around him, which is just crazy. He was originally supposed to be a hip-hop group, but the CEO later decided to debut it as a K-pop idol group. RM made the difficult decision of staying in BTS. His parents looked down at him for betraying hip-hop, and idol fans looked down at him for not fitting Korean beauty standards.
Really?
몬스터 완전 아이돌고 아닌 방탄소년단이 랩하는데 못생김 아이돌로 데뷔.
Oh, is this like mean tweets?
Yeah.
노래를 힙합이라고 할 수 있나? 전혀.
Wow, that was horrible.
That was pretty mean.
People say mean things.
That was pretty rude.
But you know what? He's got the whole world behind him. So.
Yeah, for reals, right?
But even then, even when everybody in the world loves you, you still get hate. So let that be a lesson.
It is really interesting, right? Like if 1 million people see something you've posted, if even 1% of those people dislike it, that's still a lot of people, and it can be really hard, right?
Yeah. I think he's good looking too. That's
I know. I thought Rap Monster was good looking as well, so I'm surprised. But again, they said, I don't know what K-pop beauty standards are, and they might be different from American beauty standards, but I think RM is a good looking guy, so I'm surprised.
어떤 힙합과 충돌되는 부분이 있을 것 같은데. 여자.
In his 2015 mixtape, RM talked about this identity crisis between rapper and idol and aggressively responded to his critics.
That's weird. We don't really have that.
What were we gonna say?
I didn't think we had that kind of delineation in American, but you're right.
Oh yes, there is.
There definitely is.
Oh yeah. Are you kidding? There is so much stuff where guys are like, that's too mainstream. That's not hip hop. Like that's all the time.
Taylor Swift got in so much trouble when she went from country to
pop. Yeah, it happens in country. I mean, hip hop. Anytime that you're in like a different niche and you're perceived as going outside of that niche,
or going to the broader pop,
that happens in America too all the time, right?
Yeah.
Arm is known for his extensive use of swordplay and ability to rap, diverse and complex.
This is complex. I couldn't do that.
He's outgrown that name.
랩이 나왔는데 왜 없냐면 저희한테 더 이상
Reyes is hand producing many BTS tracks. Oh, I think we just changed it to RM.
Yeah.
He collabed with Wale and Fall Out Boy. What?
I love Fall Out Boy.
No one's surprised by that.
So we have an interpreter just in case I need one, but you actually, RM, you speak English, right?
Yes.
So pretty well.
He learned it. He learned English
Friends.
watching Friends. That's so
That's
cool.
amazing. I love that show.
I do too. No one's surprised by that either.
You taught yourself English?
Yes, I taught myself. Actually, my English teacher was a sitcom, Friends.
Oh, you watched Friends.
Really?
How we say today.
I can't believe we're going to be after AMA. But now we're here.
바로 호비 들어오지.
제가 마무리할게요. 제가
Our
마무리
face
들어가요.
was us here.
That's interesting.
Wow, and we want to make new fans in here.
Wow.
Wow, 저 마무리. Thank you for having us. We will show you everything today.
Oh.
Yeah.
He looks like a proud teacher, doesn't he? Or like
Yeah.
an older brother who's like, "Good job,
Good job,
kiddo. You're
kid."
doing great." Like, big bro, watch me shoot this basket.
I mean, I would too if I could say something in another
His
language.
English is really good.
I know. For
Really
not knowing
good.
what you're saying, you're killing it.
What'd you say?
For not like knowing, I guess he knows what he's saying, but for like,
Not being your first. Is
Yeah.
that what you meant? Not being your first language? What are
I'm
you
tired,
talking
guys. I just
about?
woke up from a nap. I've got a baby in my lap. You'll forgive me.
He's a lot of responsibilities, including resolving conflicts, company group, between group members. So he's like a pseudo manager almost, right? Or father. The chance stays united, focusing on performance. He's done a really good job. I feel like keeping 7 people together is gonna be
Yeah.
뿐이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이
I wish I understood
여러분한테
what he
아주
was saying. Oh, there's
조금이라도
subtitles.
아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는
Value of our existence is enough.
Outside.
That is beautiful.
I've heard that, there was it was so hot in Vegas. It was like 30, 35 Celsius. But, I've heard that, you guys were waiting for the magenta carpet, like from the morning. I mean, like from the dawn, like 5 a.m. I cannot imagine that. Are you okay?
His English is really
It's
good.
fabulous.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. No wonder why he's a spokesperson.
His English is great. His American is not quite as good because he used Celsius, not Fahrenheit. But no, his English is phenomenal. Like, we get this a lot too in the comments. Even our videos, people will write,
Oh yeah, you guys write stuff and you're like, sorry for my English. And
and it's great.
I'm like, your English is great.
It's
Honestly,
phenomenal.
I wouldn't have been able to tell that
It wasn't your first language
Yeah.
even often.
It's
and
incredibly impressive.
like, I feel like if you can even communicate in a language that's not your first language, I feel like that's really impressive.
Yeah.
And he's gone past just communicating.
And
there's
he's-
like communicating, and then there's like expressing, if that makes sense.
And
he's obviously comfortable in the language.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, for everything, for the BBMAs, Hot 100, iTunes, US, UK chart. Thank you.
Jin!
Hey,
Jin was the one who was spotted, right?
he's almost the same age as you.
Is he? He's at the University when he was scouted. Yep! We love Jin.
Are you wearing contacts?
For the fictional storyline that runs throughout BTS music videos,
Yeah.
Jin's acts in his role as a pivotal character. So
Really?
we loved it because they were telling a bunch of members who have gone through a ton of struggles in finding themselves in BTS. And Jin, it was super funny because they were like, yeah, Jin was hot and they saw him on the street. And they had been like, yeah, so RM, you know, like he tried out, he got second, he didn't quite make it. So and so tried out, didn't quite make it. So and so tried out, didn't quite make it. But they all found a home. They were a group of misfits in BTS, and they were like, Jin was hot. And then he learned, which is ridiculous. He learned how to do all of the things that he has to do as a member of a K-pop group.
Which is incredible.
Like he didn't know how to do them already. Isn't that ridiculous?
Gotten a lot of viral attention for his good looks.
Car door guy at a Korean award show.
Really?
That's really funny.
That's so interesting.
Third guy from the left at Billboard Music Awards. That's really funny. Third guy from the left.
Worldwide handsome. He's still considered handsome outside of Korea?
강요한 건 아닌데.
아니에요. 근데 왠지 이렇게 말하면 제 기분이 좋을 것 같아서 이렇게 얘기를 하고 다닙니다. 저는 월드와이드
갖고 싶다면 내가 한번 주지.
The flying kisses Tennessee paper hearts?
Yeah. That's a big heart. That was way when they said pull paper hearts out. I was expecting like this big.
Yeah, that was a big old heart.
That was a big old heart. How do you even fit it in the shirt? That was.
He's
The oldest person has the most authority. However, Jin doesn't use his power much. He cooks.
Oh.
기호가 있잖아.
Eat Jin.
빨간 거 넣어먹는 사람이랑 맞아요. 그 틴에 넣어서 이거랑.
That's adorable.
저도 매운 거 넣어.
Well, that looked good. Whatever he was eating.
자네 소가 노래 부르면 뭔지
Does he call him cow sing? His bad dad jokes in Korean. I love it. So he's the oldest and he also is doing dad jokes.
소들이 떼창하면 뭔 줄 아나? 단체 소송을.
We're not gonna understand.
I know it's always. I love puns and plays on words, but it's always the worst when because they don't always
in other
translate.
languages.
You know what's
it does
wild is
not
when you're
translate.
watching like anime or you're watching something that has subtitles. Sometimes the subtitlers will take the time to like rewrite the joke into a way that it works. Like if it's a pun in Japanese or Korean, sometimes the subtitlers will like write another joke in English
just to
make it better for the audience. Isn't that crazy?
That's funny.
Obviously, it's a good joke.
Yeah, they're all laughing.
굉장히 어렸을 때는
Since he had no background in singing, he has worked hard to prove himself as a vocalist.
드라마를 보다가
He watched a
어떤 한
drama
분에 의해서
and wanted to pursue
배우로
acting.
바뀌게 되고
Due to a certain
someone?
casting이 되고 나서는 또 이렇게
Did that mean he had a crush on an actress?
한 살고 20살
sounds like to
때부터
me.
노래를 시작하게 되었는데 재능이 그렇게 특출난 편은 아니지만 그래도 열심히 연습을 해서 조금씩 더 성장하는 모습을 많이 보여드리려고 노력을 하고 있습니다.
Can you pause real quick? I think it's interesting because I think he's very good looking, but I don't necessarily think he's any better looking than RM. And it's just interesting seeing that
like that RM gets backlash or at least initially he did in the K-pop scene for not being like good looking enough.
Yeah.
And Jin was like, "Oh, he's so amazing, good looking," that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's interesting seeing what the different beauty standards are in different cultures.
Yeah.
I'm curious as well because sometimes I think about that even in like in American groups, sometimes there'll be a member who gets like globbed onto like as the heartthrob.
Yeah.
And I don't always necessarily think that he's the best looking member of the group. Mm-hmm. And there's always different people who think that different members of the groups are the best looking, you know?
Yeah, there's
so
always...
it is interesting that there usually is one member that is like the heartthrob, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so
that's like pretty consistent. Their stage show looks amazing.
I want to go. Aw, wow.
Country album incoming.
He's just so talented. He's like, yeah, I'm good looking. I learned on the fly how to dance and sing. And also, by the way, I taught myself guitar.
It kind of is country vibes a little bit, isn't it?
Whenever you've got a guitar like that.
I feel like his singing's really good.
It's so different than all the other music I've heard from him.
Sugar! Rapper producer. He receives harsh criticism for doing underground rap as well. That's pretty consistent, right?
Yeah. This is very edgy.
Is this from his underground rap days?
All your friends
Oh,
should
you
be
fried
glad I'm a
rappers
pop
should be
idol.
glad I'm a pop idol. Tongue technology. It kind of sounds like Rap God, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He has a reputation of being intimidatingly savage, blunt, and he will cuss you out if you wake him.
I agree with that. That is precious.
He honestly, he kind of looked like our baby when we wake her up. It was like kind of like mad, but almost in disbelief that you would dare. Do you
know what you just did?
You just did that to me?
He cares deeply about his members.
Aw.
They all seem to care really deeply about each other.
They wouldn't still be together if they didn't.
He passed the water bottle. He doesn't even look at our faces.
Because you don't want to seem soft, bro. Sugar is just an introvert who likes to be alone with his music, and he's always sleepy because he chews up staying late, confusing songs in the studio.
Aww. Don't expose him like that. His hard edge.
It turns out Sugar is just an introvert. I like how they wrote that. I don't know why. The phrasing of that is just funny to me. It's like, it turned out he wasn't a dick. He was just an introvert.
I feel like you could apply that to so many people I know in real life.
I get grumpy if I don't get my alone time too, honestly.
That's really pretty, whatever he's playing.
처음에는 성공이 하고 싶었고 돈도 벌고 싶었고
He didn't want to become famous.
I get that.
Yeah.
Fame's rough, man.
Yeah. He
처음에
can't date.
완전히 그냥 오빠가
Be a songwriter?
왔던 사람이었어.
I'm glad he gets to pursue that.
곡을 거의 한 달에 하나 쓰면 많이 완성하면 많이 쓰는 편이에요.
That's a lot of work.
자주 써요. 그랬더니 나는 하루에 하나는 그래도 쓰는 것 같은데.
Whoa, that's crazy. 365? Not that many. He seems kind of embarrassed to be spotlighted, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So he produces for other artists as well. That's really cool.
Some people just have music in their head all the time.
Yeah. It's like their calling. There's some people who are called to be writers. You see they're acting as security for him?
Yeah.
They're like, da-da-da-da. They've got the suits for it, right?
Yeah. That's adorable.
It's interesting, he doesn't really seem to like being the center of attention, right? He's forced a teen, he worked part-time jobs and made many sacrifices. I respect people who do that so much. A risky career that led to fight with his parents.
Oh, I bet. I can't. Oh.
That happens a lot.
Wow.
A lot.
You choose
Like,
between taking the bus and eating.
it's really hard too because when you're a producer, especially, you don't have very much power. And when you're just coming into the music industry and you're trying to work with artists, you're trying to sell in like America, it would be selling beats and stuff. I don't know if that would be completely analogous in the K.
You don't make hardly any money.
Well, it's not just you don't make money, you get ripped off a lot because it's like, how are you going to do the transaction?
Yeah.
Like, let's say I'm trying to sell you a beat. Are you going to pay me up front? Probably not, because you're worried I'll rip you off. So what? I send you the beat, and then I hope you pay me.
Yeah.
Then a week goes by, and like if you're a big rapper, like,
I already got
who's
it.
going to listen to me? Especially if you just lie, and you're a bigger than I am, right? So
Yeah.
it just, producers get screwed over all the
Are
time.
you reading this though? My parents came up the first time I went to a psychiatrist. They got counseling with me. They said
Whoa.
they hardly know me. That's so
sad.
heartbreaking.
He has social anxiety and depression.
I don't even know myself anymore.
Friends. All words I used to hide my weak self. That's really introspective.
So heartbreaking. This is so sad.
But you might get catharsis from writing like this, right?
Yeah. Terrible in a race. I was afraid people saying in the bathroom. I thought success would be worthwhile. Did it make it worthwhile?
Maybe.
The authorized lyrics help listeners get through the most difficult times.
It seems like, I mean, maybe that's why he writes so much. Maybe that's how he processes his emotions, you know?
Yeah.
하시는 거 다 해야 되고 꿈 모두 이루시고 꿈이 없으신 분들 괜찮습니다. 꿈 없을 수도 있어요. 행복하시면 됩니다. 행복하게 새해를 시작하면
He seems very sincere, you know?
Yeah.
한 해
I like
마무리 그런
Like he just wants to make music. He doesn't care about fame. That makes it feel a lot more like...
so genuine.
J-Hope! Oh, I just woke my baby up. What up? Get
Yeah.
excited. It's J-Hope's
Scaring her.
turn. I am scaring her.
What's his favorite?
He's a local famous street dancer known for freestyles.
start rapping after drawing.
Yeah, but man, to be a good dancer, you need such a good sense of rhythm.
Yeah.
I feel like.
So rapping's gonna come more naturally. Maybe?
Yeah. It's like dancing with your
minutes.
voice.
Often takes everybody else hours.
That's insane.
He learns moves first and then teaches everybody.
That's
people, like when we do TikToks, Wesley learns it and then he teaches it to me because I can't learn it for
but
the life of me.
The thing is, I'm not actually that good at it either. Because there's some people who legitimately,
like Charlie D'Amelio. No, seriously,
yeah,
though. I mean, she learns it
in like a minute. Yeah, it's interesting because some people, I think it's a combination of natural predisposition and ability and talent, and just working so damn hard. And there's only so many different ways the human body moves, and I think dancers are some of the best masters of just full body movement in all of sports, right?
Yeah.
And so it's really interesting, like the more that they walk down this path, the better they are at just manipulating and controlling their body, and the faster they just like
pick it up.
They get this proprioception that's just ridiculous, and it's so fascinating to me.
And once you see it, you're like, oh, okay, I've done that move 100 times before. That's easy.
I like.
Did you see this? He uploads clips of him dancing titled "Hope on the Street." That's so cute.
That's so cool. It sounds like they do a lot of social media, doesn't it? And a lot of content creation.
And a lot of their own stuff too on the side. It's his funny personality.
Yes.
He does. That's what
his
you
hair
notice.
kind of. Do you guys? Okay, I'm gonna make
so
a reference
sweet.
here that I don't know if anybody's gonna recognize. J-Hope's hair here reminds me so much of an '80s band called Flock of Seagulls. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I want to hear about it because I feel like no one's gonna know what I'm talking about. But Flock of Seagulls.
Look at it. I love his smile.
He often used the tagline, "I'm your angel, I'm your dope."
Intentionally make it more entertaining.
See, he loves the camera.
Yeah.
And the camera loves him.
Wants to shout in Manhattan like this.
See him over the top? I love it.
I do too. He kind of reminds me of like. He kind of reminds me of an old-timey movie star a little bit, like a Gene Kelly or somebody who just is so expressive and can dance and just almost like a class. It's weird because I don't believe he has classical theater training.
Yeah.
But he reminds me of those early actors who were classically theatrically trained, so they were very expressive and big.
But it just seems like that's who he is.
I know, but it's natural. That's what I'm saying.
That's amazing.
It's really cool. I love J-Hope. Whoa! Oh, I thought he was doing a handstand.
Oh my goodness. WTFery. Did you read that? Not even grumpy.
I feel like they have to.
Suga or Suga? I don't know how to say it.
Is it Suga? Sometimes.
That's great.
I feel like sometimes the most extreme extroverts and the most extreme introverts vibe together really well because they give each other energy.
Yeah, they balance each other.
Come on. They look so happy. We all need a Sugar and we all need a J-Hope in our lives, right?
True.
All English time, all English speaker. Okay? You look so happy. Why happy? Oh my god, my heart is oh my god.
Yeah.
You got no jams.
RM is so good at English.
I know.
I feel like RM's one of those guys where he became a K-pop star, but he could have become like a politician or a CEO or like a tech angel investor.
Yeah, despite his
it's just like I tried so hard to learn Spanish. Like did I not? And I suck at it. Like I can say yo hablo español muy malo.
You tried hard.
Me llamo Wesley. And RM just like watches Friends, and he's so like dedicated and driven that he can just nail it.
It's way easier to learn a language. When I've watched Spanish, like
telenovelas.
They're
called telenovelas. I know this because I studied on Duolingo. Telenovelas.
Anyway, that's probably why I know Spanish better than you. Just saying.
She does, and it sucks. He's known to be a very stern dance teacher, stickler for details.
He takes it seriously. It's what he's best at.
It's his craft.
Don't you mess it up.
It's weird. Because in isolation, I would say each member is a really good dancer.
Yeah.
But when you see J-Hope move next to them,
you're like, wow.
It's weird because it's like if you saw them in isolation, you wouldn't know that you could be like, oh, you can dance better than they're dancing because they're dancing phenomenally.
Yeah.
But there's just something about how he moves.
It's like the snap of it.
Or I don't know what it is. It's like a smoothness. It's almost like how a leopard moves.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? No, legitimately though. It's like how a snow leopard just like moves, or like a jaguar pounces. It's weird. It's very instinctive.
J-Hope, the sunny jaguar. J-Hope is the newest to music production as a studio, Hope World.
So they all have... Hope World is such a good name. I'm just out here just like standing. I'm like, yeah, J-Hope. This is going to say J-Hope breathes. I'm going to be like, yeah.
People of Hope, he's a peacock on their shuffle line. He is with his smile. Right in my day.
What a car.
Triple idols, loyally to see how far he's come. That's cool.
I feel like they could be like, J-Hope breathes, and I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I can just tell. He breathes so well. Like, he just breathes better than everybody.
Oh my goodness.
So Jimin is 1995 vocalist dancer. Are colored contacts commonly worn in K-pop?
I think it's so cool.
I do too. It's interesting though because he was. Oh yeah, Jimin is the dance god too.
At his art school.
Contemporary dance at his art school, and he was like super heavily recruited, right?
Yeah.
And his teacher told him to go to the tryouts. He's kind of dressed like Wesley from The Princess Bride a little bit, right?
Yeah, he was. Except for sexy
Whoa!
on stage.
Channing Tatum.
Oh, there's some screaming.
Dude, I want to get that necklace. How do they dance in tight pants?
He does have good charisma. I can tell.
I seriously
He's got an
wonder though.
intensity in his face.
They have a lot of like hip dexterity in the pants they're wearing, and they're very tight at the same time.
Remember that one time you tried to dance in your tight pants? Because I do. It was before church. He whipped them.
I ripped them bad. I had to change. Unrecoverable. They have a reaction channel? Hey BTS, I thought we were cool.
It was an accident.
I thought we were cool. You can't have a reaction channel where you react to BTS. We're reacting to BTS.
Oh yeah, because we can't steal their content. They can't steal their own content.
이 여행을 올 초 3월
He's known for being adorable.
He's like, hey yo, don't blow my cover, bro. Don't make me seem soft, bro.
지민이에겐 많은 관심과 사랑이 필요합니다.
Shows most of the fans on Twitter.
Making his selfies and other posts with hashtag Jimin.
Affection and QVC doing things like make. Whoa! Making
That was
cakes.
cool.
That's a beautiful.
Bro, if you have a friend that makes you cakes, upgrade that friend.
We have a friend.
We have a
who
friend who
makes
makes us cake. She is amazing. She also plays Magic the Gathering. She is dope. He's notoriously hard on himself.
Wow.
These guys should do jiu-jitsu. I feel like they'd be really good at it.
가서 살아야지라는 생각이 많았었어요.
I used to think that I had to live.
자도 연습시 그래야 한 번이라도 뭘 더 하니까 그런 생각이 많았었는데 그렇게만 살다 보니까 이제 정말로 내가 좋아하는
He's reacting to himself.
I really like that in a lot of. I've noticed in a lot of. I don't know what it would be called. I'm gonna call it KTV and JTV.
They have them react to themselves.
Which is, I think it's really interesting, and I wish that would be a norm that would happen a lot more in American television, because I actually think it provides useful and interesting information.
Yeah, you seeing them react to themselves.
Yeah, it's really good. I like seeing it.
You messed up. No, you didn't. My heart. His voice cracked.
It happens.
Oh, don't be so hard.
I
on
like the
yourself.
staff member.
I know. Come on, staff member, cheer him up.
더 이제 좋은
It's interesting to me how driven they all seem.
Oh, they're super hardworking.
Super hardworking, right?
하고 있는 것 같다.
How can he improve his singing?
요즘에 좀 힘들었던 게 잘 안 돼.
It's curious to me how open they are as well with their struggles.
정말 그 사람들이 생각하는
이제 감동을 받을 수 있는 그런 노래, 마음을 움직이는 노래.
That was kind of like poetic.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
It's very poetic. It seems so like heart to heart.
I know, I feel like I'm intruding almost, right?
I know.
아, 나 진짜 비행기에서 공기 너무 안 맞아요.
자기는 네 목소리가 되게
Oh, I think they like your voice
If you
very
get
much.
yo guys, if you get a compliment from an introvert, treasure it, treasure it, because they mean that. Like I'm not even kidding. That's not a joke. I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Like if an
They
introvert,
don't just throw those around.
they don't throw that around. They don't like, because it takes energy, right?
Yeah.
Like that's something special in my opinion.
칭찬받았네 나.
Thank you for the compliment. Your voice is very nice. If you tell me something, girl, let me know.
That was high. Yeah, that was great.
His voice is great. That's beautiful. That was gorgeous singing.
Yeah, that was really great. V. Is V the one who played the saxophone in his tryout?
I think we're gonna find out.
I want to find out. So vocalist, dancer. Oh, I want to ask a question. With the colored contacts, guys, is that something that's commonly done by a lot of idols and a lot of K-pop? Because
Or just everybody.
everybody in Korea. I was super curious because one of the, I don't know why, in American culture at least, I don't know if it's different in Europe, one of the only things that people have an aversion to when people change their appearance is colored
Yeah.
contacts.
So you guys have seen me sometimes with colored contacts just because I think they're fun. But other people, like if you wear them out in public, they'll be like, "Oh, you're wearing colored
Yeah, they get like, if
contacts?"
they find out that it's not your natural eye color, people get like offended for some reason. But no one cares if you dye your hair. No one cares if you use like self-tanners. No one cares about, even I would say like cosmetic surgery is more widely accepted than colored contacts.
Like, oh, you got a nose job?
Okay, cool, whatever. But
if
colored
you-
contacts for some reason. So I'm curious. And if you guys aren't from Korea, I'd be curious what the norm around colored contacts is where you guys are from. Because I've never understood that. And it's such a strange stigma here, isn't it? Weird.
I wonder if it's people who have pretty eyes and they want to protect
Oh,
that,
they're like,
and
hey, you can't come over
I
here.
got mine naturally and you're
That's just
stealing
goofy,
them.
though. Because it would be the same thing with, like, I guess no one has, like, pink hair. But at the same time, no one has, like, red eyes with red colored contacts. I just don't get it.
All right, V.
That's a cool outfit.
Also, I know you know this already, but
He's the son of farmers, and he became a farmer himself. If he hadn't been noticed, we accompanied. Yep, it's my boy with the saxophone. I play clarinet, so we were woodwinds. Let's go. They didn't talk about the saxophone.
striking face and music feature.
Although he wasn't in the original dance line, he has shown himself to be a skilled dancer. It's interesting they have a rap line, a singing line, and a dance line, isn't it?
Yeah.
He was officially declared to be part of the dance line. That's gotta be.
Feel good.
It's gotta feel really good, right? Is anybody in all three?
What is this? That's beautiful.
I know,
Whatever
this is
that.
very vibey.
Deep and soulful.
I want to hear more about his personality, though. I feel like, you know? Oh, he's an actor too?
What? The drama. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it. That's so cool. He's so
He
multi-talented.
rocked that bandana. KSI is quaking because this man rocked that bandana.
They're born in the same year.
This Joe used to be known for posting videos of... So they're like the TikTokers of the group? They're like the YouTube pranksters. They watch Vitali too many times. Is that Suga? J-Hope is just about it. J-Hope's in the back like just gassing him up.
Oh, they're running around.
That's funny.
It's okay.
So they're like the little brothers of the group?
They're such troublemakers. It's adorable.
He's fun. Cypher series in which RM, Suga, and J-Hope responded to their haters. Bro, that coat looks straight out of Full Metal Alchemist. That is so sick. Why are you laughing? You don't know what I'm talking about. You just love me.
excited dabbing. I like the energy.
라이브도 불안했었고요. 보컬도 이제 어느 정도
It's interesting how they are involved in production to varying levels, isn't it?
Yeah.
이제 만든
And they all
곡을
have side
가지고 무대를
projects.
쓰는 게 정말 부러웠었거든요.
I want to perform a song that I made on the stage, a song that I wrote on my own, and that song is 4 o'clock.
Nice. Let's go with this one. I love it.
Their studio seems kind of like, I don't mean this in a negative way at all. It seems kind of bare bones what they record in, doesn't it?
Maybe
like
they
their
might have
studio
multiple
looks like a
studios.
lot of like underground hip hop studios I've seen in like documentaries about the Atlanta hip hop scene. He's into fine art.
Vincent Van Gogh.
Please spell that for me.
I'm Ash.
클린트냐 우리가? 클린트.
He likes fine art. That's amazing.
Wow. Renoir.
Renoir?
Yeah, Renoir.
Saxophone. Oh, he collects Gucci. He is TikTok kid of the group.
But he likes fine art.
And photography. That camera was really cool.
Beyonce, inspired by his favorite minimalist photographer.
And now framed Ante. These are really beautiful, huh?
So talented.
They all have a lot of interest, don't they?
Yeah.
I like that one. That looks like something people would put up on the wall.
So fun fact, I don't, go around saying my name is famous artist, but I have signed my name as Harry Potter at the grocery store many times.
Many times. Too many times. The IRS is gonna come calling for us one day. Jungkook, vocalist dancer.
He's the main vocalist.
He's the main vocalist and at the center of dance formation. He's the youngest member. It's called the Maknae. Golden Maknae.
He's good at everything. Aren't they all good at everything?
But he's good at everything especially. He's a video editor? What?
He's a hobby of video editing.
노래에도 크게 욕심이 없었어서 춤만 추고 싶다고.
Oh, I want to do his thing. So he's good at all of them.
메인 보컬 될 줄 몰랐어요.
I asked if there was somebody who was anyone, right?
Yeah.
In all of them? Dude, singing and dancing at the same time must be so hard. I didn't even think about that.
I didn't think about that either.
That's gotta be ridiculous.
My mind is blown right now.
How
That's
do you
gonna be
think
so hard.
The breath, the cardio.
Yeah.
Because it would disrupt your breathing patterns so much, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if they have to do, you know what circular breathing is?
No, but
So circular breathing is where you,
We're gonna
it's
keep
where you
moving.
you breathe in through your nose while you're
Exhaling.
going out with your mouth, and it's used in some it's used in some traditional music playing, Stephanie. Whoa.
no wonder he's running races. If he's
Is this
gotta
all
have
it?
good cardio.
Do they do this stuff in their variety show? Because if so,
He's good at
they're
everything.
gaming?
He literally means he's good at everything.
RM's face in the back. Jungkook was shy, talented kid who joined. He joined at 13 or 14.
He's handsome.
What?
They did his middle school and high school graduation.
That's so sweet. His middle school graduation?
I think middle school's got to be slightly older than it is.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Where we're at.
Here, I graduated middle school when I was 12.
Yeah.
Green room for older brothers.
That's so cute.
Example 1, situation 1, listen and repeat. 발은 이렇게 해줘야 돼. 발은 발은 이렇게 하면 말해드리죠.
That's so funny.
인생에서 가장 중요한 단어 바로 줄라입니다.
줄라.
아십니까?
알죠.
무슨 뜻이죠?
7월 아닙니까?
Whoa, he knew it.
It's funny, he just seems like he's here for it. He's like, oh, that's sick. I'm with J-Hope. We're doing J-Hope things. Okay, cool. I'm with RM. We're doing RM things. Let's go.
He's getting taught everything.
발은?
Oh.
탔네 아닙니까? 네, 괜찮습니다. 내 마음이 타는 왜 이렇게 됐어 너? 진영 때문이야. 왜 이렇게 됐어?
Because of Jin.
What happened to you?
그런 거 좀 보고 배우지 말라고.
I told you not to learn those things. Are they fans of pop punk?
I like his guitar.
I'm getting high school flashbacks, bro.
You love this type of music.
Me on the bench press in college. That's so sweet. I feel like they're gonna do the scene from Lion King where they're like, Jimin, the whole world is yours. Oh, not Jimin, sorry.
Are they feeding him? Who buys the food? Jungkook doesn't buy.
또 옆에 항상 6명의 멤버들이 있으니까 제가 솔직히 보고 느끼는 배우고 하는 거는 거의 다 멤버들 영향이 크다고 생각해요.
It's interesting how close they actually are.
저는 어떻게 보면 형들의 성격이 다 담겨있는 그런 인격체일 수도 있습니다.
That's
Whoa!
야, 인치 몇 개야?
아, 이거는 I've been hearing tweeted it.
12%? 한 개도 없어.
Please come to our concert.
2,000개 먹었습니다, 여러분들. 내일 미션하고 계십니다.
Seems like they do everything in the variety show, doesn't it?
I know. I want to watch it.
I do too, I'm excited.
Wow. How
The
do
show
you dance
seems
like that
insane.
and sing?
What do you say?
How do you dance like that and sing?
I have no idea.
To an artist of the year.
Who are the big three? Is Big Bang one?
Most active fan base in the world.
저희도 제보들 가는 것 때문에
Billboard Award.
아니 제보들 가는 것 때문에 시장을 다 봐주셨으면 좋겠는 마음도 있어요. 그게
How
제일
fans love all seven.
방탄의 의견은
I think they do.
Have you seen much like division in the comments or anything?
No, I haven't seen anyone be like, oh yes, this is my favorite person. Or they don't like them.
Music and performance transcends language and countries and races.
That's true. That's very true.
They prove that.
Yeah, like the rainbow. I don't care if you're red, I don't care if you're blue, orange, green, purple, whatever.
The members who don't understand English as well, they're like, I'm not sure what he's saying.
But I know
but
he's
the
killing
audience
it.
loves it.
They're like, I don't know what it is, but I know Orange working this. It's
Well, that was
interesting.
it. Okay.
The stage looks super close to the audience in a lot of these clips, doesn't it?
I mean, that's
Is
what
that
most
typical?
concerts- yeah, because you pay more to be up close.
Oh, that's true.
You pay a lot more.
I don't know why. Sometimes you'll see the big stadium shows or the big festival shows, and it's like,
They look far away.
yeah, but they look so close.
Yeah,
It's really
usually
cool.
they'll have a platform they run out on, and then they'll
Yeah.
go back to the main stage.
It looks like
But
they have a hell of a live show, though, doesn't it?
I know. I really want to go now.
I'm just like, dude, they must burn so many calories
That was a
singing and performing. That was really helpful.
That was super.
That was
helpful.
super helpful.
That
Thank
was
you for the
a great
recommendation, guys.
recommendation. I
That
feel
was
like I know
phenomenal.
them and can categorize them a
Yeah.
little bit better now.
I feel like
And their
it helps a
personalities.
lot when you see people on variety shows to have a bit of a picture of their personality.
Yeah, or
'Cause
just
then
the kind of backstage
Yeah.
stuff that they do.
It helps you kind of like get the vibe.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word, it's like if you're gonna hang out with a friend of a friend, you're like, hey, what can you tell me about this guy? And they're like, oh, they're really sarcastic. You're like, okay, cool. I know going
And
in,
now you can picture
you're gonna
it.
be sarcastic. You know what I mean? So now I'm ready for that vibe.
So thank you so much, guys, for recommending
That
it.
was super
Maybe
fun.
we'll be able to react to
We're gonna
variety
try to
show.
react to the variety show for
You
sure
guys
next week.
recommended that several different ways to watch it.
So-
Some of you said that we might have to do it on Patreon. Other people said we
Oh,
won't
really?
have to. Yeah, so we're gonna.
We'll
have to look
experiment
into
with it. We are planning to because I think that just Korean television in general is fascinating, and I'm surprised how much I've become a fan of these guys already.
Yeah.
I think they're really cool, and I found their story a lot more inspirational than I would have guessed.
Yeah, I think all of them are super, super inspiring, especially because it seems like they all work really hard. It doesn't seem
Really
like there's
hard.
a lazy person among them.
It's interesting as well because I never had a perception that they had to overcome challenges and adversity. I was like, oh yeah, I know K-pop stars work really hard, right?
Yeah.
But I guess I had the perception it's like, oh, you just kind of work really hard and then you're successful immediately, you know?
No.
I didn't have the perception that it's like, no, there are immense setbacks that you have to work through and you have to grind through. And it took them so many years to get big, which I think it's really admirable that they all stayed together. Now that they are big, I think it's just ridiculously respectable, and it means that they're doing something right, that they're still together.
Yeah.
Because that almost never happens with big American acts. They just go as soon as they get really huge. So this has been really, really cool. We're going to do our best to make the variety show reactions happen. That being said, guys, if there's other stuff you want to see us react to, whether it is BTS related or if it's related to Sidemen or Offline TV or any other creators
or whatever,
or Lorray,
all the stuff we normally react to,
please let us know in the comments down below, because we love doing these reactions for you. We're also planning to start to do these reactions live, hopefully in the next week and a half or so, over on the Wesley Clips channel. We're going to start doing live streams. It'll mostly be me doing solo reactions, but we're planning to have Stephanie come on so we can film the Wes and Steph live for you guys too. Because we just thought it would be kind of like the natural evolution, since this is us watching YouTube with
And we
you.
don't really edit anyway.
We don't edit anyway, so we were like, yo, it would be sick. We could have the chat right here, and you guys could even like see what other people are thinking.
And call us out when we're wrong. And answer questions
Give us
live.
answers live. So I feel like it would be the next natural evolution of like watching stuff together, because that's what we're doing
Where
anyways.
are you linking your Wesley Clips channel?
And it'll be in the description.
There you go. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time.